everybody, Riku here. In this video, we're going to be talking about the newest duelist in Valorant, Yoru. Before we proceed with the video, take note that all of the footage I have here are from the playtest event for Episode 2, Act 1, and there could be changes once he is officially released. This is also an overview video, so I shall do my best to cover what you need to know in one go. Let's go! First skill is Fakeout. I seriously cannot emphasize enough how helpful and crazy this skill is, so okay, listen. Yoru drops fake footsteps that continually walk for approximately 10 seconds. Left click will activate it right away, right click on the other hand will plant it. You can activate this from anywhere in the map like a Killjoy nanoswarm. Sorry, my cat. Enemies cannot destroy it, and there's really no particular difference when it comes to how it sounds between fake and real footsteps, so it can be really misleading, especially when you use two of them at the same time. You can pretend that you're rushing as an attacker or rotating as a defender. You can also use this in clutch situations where you can keep an enemy guessing which entrance or angle you're gonna peek or attack from. I think one of the most useful things too is how it can trigger Killjoy's alarm bots and turrets, Cypher's cages and wires, Raze's boombot, and even trigger the sound portal in Bind. One thing you can't do though, consistently at least, is break the glass in Ascent with it. Believe me, I've tried it multiple times, but I think the wire gets in the way, so I was only able to break the glass once or twice. So don't count on it if you want to fake short or heaven in Ascent A. You can carry two Fakeouts, it costs 100 each, and will replicate the way an agent moves as if it's purely pressing W. There will be times where it will get stuck on a wall or continue to move out of it depending on how you place it. So the key is, place it diagonally if there are a lot of corners and if you want to get it far. Next up is his flash, Blindside. Out of all the flashes in the game, personally, this is the easiest one to use, and also the farthest range in terms of how far you can throw it. The way it works is that the flash will only activate once it bounces off of something, and it's literally an orb or a ball, so it feels like you don't need to worry about how the air quote physics will work. It'll come to you naturally, since it's like throwing a grenade. I didn't have any problems at all when using Blindside for the first few times. It has a timed expiration, so you can't throw it too far or throw it straight up at the sky and set for a funny situation like a silver shock dart or something, but as long as it's able to bounce, for example from this point, I can reach till market. It costs 200 and you can carry two of these. It can bounce off of your teammates and there's no indicator if you flash someone like Sky's flash. His next skill is a teleport called Gatecrash. Yoru drops an orb in a location upon using the skill, and reusing it will allow you to teleport to the orb. Dropping it using your left click will make it go forward, just like the footsteps, and right click will put it in place. It lasts approximately around 20 seconds, so you do have a lot of time before you need to TP back and use it. Make sure enemies don't see it though, as it can be destroyed. This skill is crazy useful in getting out of a sticky situation, especially after you ult, which we will talk about later, or when you want to infiltrate a site and cause chaos in the backline. One thing to keep in mind though is that if you teleport, Yoru will face the same direction pre-teleport. Meaning if you teleport facing forward and the orb is against the wall, you will face the wall. Your POV will be the wall. And it can get awkward because you can't see anything for the first half a second or so, and you have to turn around, and if they kill you before that, you don't get intel, then you sort of waste. At certain situations, you'll have to face the opposite direction before teleporting, and that way you can have a better view. You can use flashes and smoke so the enemy don't see your tele-orb flying across the map, and they're forced to keep guessing where you are. The skill only has one charge, and you have to eliminate two enemies to recharge it.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Here comes the extra fun part, his ultimate Dimensional Rift. Activating Yoru's ult will make him a bit faster, invisible, and vulnerable, but it doesn't make you a ghost, so you still collide with units and objects. The ult lasts around 8 seconds, and I'm pretty sure that's enough for you to gather info or sneak into the enemy backline. He can't be spotted by Cypher's neural theft, but can be spotted by Sky Seekers. The blue circle that surrounds you is your indicator whether or not an enemy sees you, so keep an eye on this when you go wild. You're nearsighted in your ult, so you can't really just stand in the middle of a site and look around for info. While in ult, you can use zip lines and ropes, but you can't use weapons, skills, interact with objects like the door switch in Ascent, or brute force your way through and break the glass in heaven either, so keep that in mind.
I'll return.
Dimensional Rift can be comboed by laying down your TP first, activating your ult, running around for info, hiding somewhere safe, and then teleporting back. You make the enemy team guess where you are while you gather intel and TP back to safety.
I'm here.
So what's the gist for Yoru? He's cool, takes great care of his hair, and he'll confuse the heck out of you if you go up against him. I swear. The most common expression I'd hear all the time when we tested him would be, "Huh? I didn't hear you. Huh? Where'd you come from? Huh? You were behind me?" I tried my best. I really did try my best. But that is understandable every time there's going to be a new agent. There's lots of counterplays. His teleport can be destroyed, there are animation delays for his teleport and his ult. He has a lot of sound cues to alert you if he has teleported nearby or if he's inside the dimensional rift. There will be adjustments for sure when he drops. And to be completely honest, I'm not really a duelist type, but I felt at home when I used Yoru. Maybe because he also fits the part of being a controller, confusing the enemy with fake footsteps, teleporting with the intention of possibly forcing an enemy out of their angle or positions, and going completely hidden to run around the map while gathering info for the team. And that is it for my thoughts on Yoru. What do you think about his skills? Do you think they're too OP or they're just right and we just need to adjust once he comes out? Will he be able to overtake the current duelists in the roster, or will he find his own place in the game by playing decoy? I'd love to know your thoughts, so go, comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!